So here's a super cool trick for Clip Studio Paint. Use vector layers. They may be more powerful than you think. So here I just have a regular G pen selected, but I'm drawing on a vector layer. You can create one by this little button here, New Vector Layer, or you can go to Layer, New Layer, Vector Layer. Either one will create a vector layer. But I'm just going to draw something very simple. Here we'll just have a circle for a head, and let's create kind of like a silly little hat, and he's got his eyes here, and I'm explicitly trying to be a little bit sloppy here to show something that's very powerful with the vector layers. So I'm going to go in and actually select my vector tools, and there's a thing called a vector eraser. Now that typically is under the eraser tool, but I've moved it under, I've collected all my vector tools together. And with the vector eraser I can go in and just easily erase the edges here to clean up things very, very simply. And so now I have this little person here with things cleaned up, but even more than that, I can control the vectors themselves. So let me just show this very simply. We've got the turnip pin selected, and I'm just going to draw a simple circle here, and then I'm going to go to the vector controls, and there's a lot of different controls here, but let's start with well, I'll just do the control points, and you can see the control points that are there. But the first one I'm going to do is connect a vector line, because I drew this circle. Now I want this to be a circle that's connected. And so now this is actually a connected circle. I'm going to go to pinch vector line here, and we've got pinch levels here. So I'll first start with it as it is kind of low here. And if I pinch, you see that I'm pulling out a very small area. I'll undo that, and I'll change the pinch level here, and now I'm affecting the circle more at a larger scale. And then of course I can go to the individual control points, and I can select individual ones. If there's too many there, I can simplify the vector line, just come around, and then now we can see fewer control points, so it's easier to control the circle itself. And then I can add control points, delete control points, move control points, and all that kind of thing. So there's a lot of control. So you should explore these different tools, but wait, there's even more. So if you go to the normal selection tool here, this one is for selecting objects, and if I look at the subtool properties over here, there's quite a number of properties. I can change the color, but I can easily just change the size of the stroke, but even more, brush shape, which is very interesting. So I can make it look very, very different just by playing with a lot of these tools here. So you can go and clean these things up, change the color. So it's a very, very interesting, powerful way to do things. And of course, you can always rasterize your layer if you want to after you've got things cleaned up. So there's another video. You could I'll link it to this video that goes into more details of this. It wasn't done by me. It was done by Loading Artist. It's a really nice video. You ought to check it out if you're interested in the vector layers. So enjoy playing with Clip Studio Paint.